Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about some of the most common lies that a narcissist can say that might not even seem like a lie, why they lie and which ones to look out for. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. A narcissist can lie and do so with such conviction that most people unwittingly get sucked into their endless games and the narcissist's endless lies. A narcissist has often buried their real selves. If they were born this way or had some form of trauma in their early childhood, it is not fully known. Psychologists believe that narcissists and sociopaths are made throughout life and psychopaths are born. The narcissist personality disorder is on a spectrum. However, they all have those 9 underlying traits, and it varies from each narcissist which 5 to all 9 they have. They need at least 5 to be classed as on the disorder. Some people can have 1 or 2 and just have high traits of narcissism. It also depends on which personality type they are. You can have the covert who's more subtle, the overt more obvious, the somatic who's more into their looks, the cerebral who's more into their intelligence, the vulnerable, the grandiose. So it also depends from narcissist to narcissist which personality type they are, which tactics they use the most due to their personality types and the severity of the disorder, the severity of the tactics. The main thing with any narcissist to watch out for is their lack of empathy towards others, their inability to be accountable for anything, always blaming others for their own faults, as they believe they are entitled and they exploit people to meet a need of their own. Reasonable people, genuine people, can tell white lies. Usually it's not designed to hurt another's feelings. Most people, well, all people can make mistakes or tell a white lie. And most people, if they get caught out on that lie, would try to explain why. Most people can say something and think, why on earth have I just said that? And most people can recognise when someone says something and thinks, why on earth have they just said that? Narcissists are a little bit more underhand with how they say things and the way that they do things. When a narcissist lies, it's purely to meet a need of their own. Often they tell that many lies that they genuinely believe them as they become their own reality. Not all narcissists are the grandiose ones. Not all are successful. And those who are not successful will have endless reasons as to why it's somebody else's fault. Not all are amazing in looks because of their own insecurities. They use self-image to feel better about themselves. They will pull others down over their looks to make themselves feel better. Narcissists lie about achievements to look better than they actually are. They exaggerate about achievements to look better than they actually are. They also believe they are above those around them. They have little self-esteem, so they have to pull others down to pick themselves up, to try and hide away from their true selves. So they use many manipulation tactics and lies to seem like they are better than who they indeed are. Some examples of the common lies they say, do, and why. 1, in the idolization stage with a narcissist, it's things like, you're my soulmate. I've never met anyone like you before. You understand me. I really get you. I think I'm falling for you. And these are usually said very quickly after meeting them. while in the idolization stage. If you've been with a narcissist, you'll know how amazing they are in the beginning, how they sell you everything that you want to hear, which is all an illusion. It's all future faking, it's all mirroring. They want your admiration and they admire things in you. Those qualities they admire in you, they mirror you, matching your likes and your dislikes to get all the positive admiration and attention from you. You could say that you had actually fallen in love with yourself at that point because they are selling you who you are as a person and the things that you would like out of life. So if you're fresh out and thinking about the start and how much you love them, remember what it was and start doing those things for yourself again. The best relationship you can ever have is the one with yourself. You are the person that is there at the end of every day and when you wake up every single morning. Narcissists want you to feel special in the beginning because they want something from you. They use flattery, so you fall for them. Most don't pay genuine compliments to you. Number 2, to hook you in some more, it's those I love you, which most people can say. Narcissists often say it very fast in the relationship, or they use words to try and get you to say it. Things like, if you got butterflies in your stomach, how do you feel about me? To try and get you to say it first, very quick into the relationship. Or they will say, you're the only one for me. I've never met anyone like you. Yes, people who aren't a narcissist can say those things. If you ask a narcissist why they love you, it'll never be about you. It's always about what you do for them and what you provide for them. Where we see a TV as an appliance to watch something, the narcissist sees people as an appliance to gain attention, whether that's positive attention, whether that's sympathetic attention, or whether that's reactive attention, so that they can blame people for their reactions to escape accountability for the narcissist's actions. They're looking for attention, they're looking for emotions, they're looking for material items. So how you like to go and buy a new TV, they like to buy a new person with love bombing. Then they will devalue, then they will discard when they believe they've used that person up. Number 3, the devaluation stage of a relationship with a narcissist, the blame shifting and the triangulation. They will come at you with things like, it's because you didn't that I acted that way. Are you sure you want to wear that? My friend's partner lets them do it. If you'd have paid me more attention, after all I've done for you, and this is how you repay me. It's not my fault. You always, you never. They came after me and wouldn't leave me alone. They do not take responsibility for their own actions unless it's something good. They will take the credit for someone else's actions. They will take the credit for their own actions. If they are positive, if they are seen in a good light, they will pass the blame. They will scapegoat somebody else for anything negative. They project their faults onto those around them. As many lack the cognitive reflection skills, they cannot look back and see any part they played in the problems they created. To them, to a narcissist, it truly is someone else's fault as to why they cannot have their own way or why life just isn't working out for them. If you catch them cheating, remember it's their fault for not committing to you. It's their lack of respect, their lack of morals. But they will turn it around as to why you were at fault. Many of us do forgive them and try again due to the manipulation and self-doubt the narcissist has used over a prolonged period of time. They will use triangulation to divide and conquer people. They will guilt trip people to confuse people, to get people to break down their boundaries and conform to the narcissist rules. Number 4, the narcissist manipulative discard stage of the relationship, guilt tripping and blame shifting, especially if you're discarding the narcissist. That's when they will come at you with all those guilt trips. Or if you've set up a boundary with the narcissist, they will come at you with those guilt trips. Things like, you weren't there for me, you're selfish, after all I've done for you, if you loved me. They want attention, and they don't want you putting anything or anyone before their needs. When you do, you might get the sulks, the rage, the silent treatments, the pity plays. Remember to ask yourself, what are your values? What are your opinions? What are your standards? What are your beliefs? What are your reasons why? And remember to stick to your boundaries. Are they being respected? Are your boundaries being respected? Are your opinions or your values being respected? Genuine people don't have to agree. We don't all agree with everybody. You can usually see other people's perspectives though, and have the compassion to understand another person. If you were with a narcissist, you often find that you lose yourself. If you're wondering if the person you are or were with is a narcissist, ask yourself, have you got to keep changing your beliefs? Have you got to keep dropping your boundaries? Have you got to keep changing who you are to keep them happy? What you like to do you have to do things that suit them? Are you no longer allowed to do the things you enjoy doing? A relationship is about give and take. Sometimes it's 50-50, others 10-90, and then 90-10, back to 50-50, depending on what each one is going through at any given time. If you're doing all the giving and they're doing all the taking, it's time to take yourself away from that relationship. Number 5, the manipulative hoover stage of a relationship with a narcissist. Those pity plays, when they come at you with things like, I'll change, I'll go to counselling, I need you to help me. They do this for fear of their true selves coming out to those around them, or they haven't got a source of supply giving them enough attention, or they've remembered they can exploit you for something. I do personally believe it is possible for anybody to change. Anything is possible. This is why we are holding mobile phones in the 2021s. Anything is possible. However, from all the information I have studied, I've not come across a narcissist who has. Even those who are seeking therapy, they still have those characteristics behind their personality. They still have those beliefs within themselves that they are special and they are entitled. They still have the lack of empathy, and they still have the willingness to exploit people. I've not come across any that have changed because they have a disorder, and that is who they are. They are unable to empathise or self-reflect. The problem is, even if they do go to counselling to get change, it's usually to manipulate someone further, to keep someone hooked, and not because they want to change, because they want to further exploit, as they are not accountable, because to them it's always somebody else's fault. It'll be your fault that they are in counselling. So as soon as we have been and seen and they start doing what we wanted them to do, they change back to the person that we met so that they can exploit us some more. They sell us that illusion again. They future fake with us again. And as soon as they get what they wanted out of you, they change back again to who they are, as it's all to get their own needs met. Basically, they go back to who they are. They only do anything if they believe there is something in it for them. They only do something for other people if there is a return in their investment. Number 6, gaslighting. So it's those, I promise, I never said that. You're hearing things, you're jealous, you're overreacting, you're too sensitive, you're insecure, that didn't happen. I've already told you, you're too hung up on your past. I don't want to argue with you. Stop being so sensitive, stop being so silly. This has got to be one of their favourites, from staying faithful to paying bills, taking you out to cutting the grass, to saying they'll pay you back. Then when you ask why they have done something or why they haven't done something, they will say they don't want to argue and turn it into an almighty argument, leaving you to feel confused and full of self-doubt. They will cause an argument and blame it all on you to get out of doing anything for you. They may take you out only if they fear they are losing you, to give you that false hope. When they haven't got a replacement lined up, they can treat you well. Narcissists only do things if there is something in it for themselves. They only play nice if there is something in it for themselves. Number 7, don't worry about anything. The narcissist believes they are above everyone else, including the police, the court, the law. Basically, they will always use someone else as the scapegoat. They will make plenty of mess in all areas of their life. They will create conflict, drama and chaos, and then they will expect you to clean up after them, as in their eyes, it's all your fault. Number 8, their superiority. I'm so intelligent. I've achieved so much. I deserve respect. They want everyone around them to look up to and respect them. The more you get to know them, or did know them, the more you realise most of what they said, they hadn't actually achieved, or it was lies, or they exaggerated it, or it's someone else's achievement. The narcissists lie, manipulate and project because they have little to no self-esteem. They are quite insecure people. They have to show themselves and all those around them that they are superior, that they don't make mistakes, and we all make mistakes. They have to put others down to raise themselves up. This is why most narcissists cannot be alone for a long period of time. They can be alone if they can get a source of supply from somewhere. They are extremely jealous and envious of others. Therefore, they will invalidate people to place self-doubt in people's beliefs or their own abilities in all those around them, purely so they can stay on top. Narcissists can talk a great talk, but they don't walk the great walk. Make sure that people's actions match their words. When it comes to dealing with narcissistic people, you have to know your reason why. You have to learn your values. You have to learn your beliefs, and you have to create and stick to your boundaries around these, because once you create your boundaries are not to be mean. Boundaries are to protect who you are as a person from people who want to take advantage of who you are as a person. Narcissists want to take advantage of your kindness, your forgiveness, your loyalty, your caring and your respect. And when you create your boundaries and say no to these people, many throw major tantrums, many can fall silent, and many will do the walking away from you very early on in the relationship if they believe they cannot get their needs met from you. Some might see it as a challenge and try to stick to your boundaries. Once you've got your boundaries, you see who those around you truly are. Remember, you are amazing. And you can have a wonderful life without all those lies and negative vibes. Something that narcissists in your life is striving to achieve. Yet as they cycle around the same pattern of behaviour, blaming all others, they never learn, so they never can. However, you can reflect. You can learn from past mistakes and errors in judgment. You can leave your past life in the past and start building a whole new, much happier life for you. You can and you will. I shall add in the video description the video on creating boundaries, the playlist for a cycle of a relationship with a narcissist, and the video on how narcissistic people invalidate those around them. I'll also add the video on gaslighting, which explains more on that. Thank you very much for listening. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.